Hey there everyone, welcome back. I know it's been a while since I've posted, and as you can see, it's a beautiful day here in northern Arizona. The weather's just absolutely perfect. It's been a while since I've been on the bike, and as you'll come to learn here, there's some reasons for that. So let me fill you in on some stuff. First of all, I'll say you know, I was very excited to post a video about some things that have just happened, some things I've got planned. For example, this coming weekend, I had originally planned to go on a very long ride on the Ibex, a sort of journey ride, in search of something kind of mythical, and maybe I'll still do it depending on how I feel this weekend. Similarly, we're at that time of year where I'll be posting my yearly update video. We've done a lot of interesting and fun and exciting things this past year, especially finishing off the 14ers and my Colorado trip this summer on the new Ibex. So that's happened. I submitted all my paperwork for my sabbatical next year. So that's done, very exciting. I've gotten some positive feedback already from the review committee that leads me to believe that both my wife and I will get our sabbaticals, and we'll be hopefully relocating to the Pacific Northwest. Cleveland baseball team made the playoffs. How about that? I'm a big Cleveland fan. I lived there for 13 years. I'm reaching now. So what's the story? I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to fill you in on all the details without getting really upset, so I'm just going to try to keep it simple. I work at a university here in Flagstaff. If you don't know that, I'm on the faculty. I direct a graduate program in the environmental sciences, and I've got several grad students that work with me. And this past weekend, so about 9 days ago, I ran my first 100-mile race. And I was very excited to fill you guys all in on how that went, because up until the finish, it went really well. I had a really good day. I ran consistently. Somehow this old man with these old legs managed to eke out a sub 24-hour 100-mile finish, which I gotta tell you, I was pretty damn proud of. And I wasn't sure if I was still capable of running that well as I'm slowly approaching 50 here in my age. I was very excited to go through the play-by-play and tell you about my run report, my race report, and highlight some of the ups and downs. And boy, it was quite an adventure. I ran with some really good friends. Beautiful course, and yeah, it was a great day. And as I got near the finish line, I had my phone off for the whole race, and as I was about 1.5 miles from the finish, I turned my phone on to text my wife to tell her I was getting close. She was waiting for me with my dog at the finish, which was just outside of the Grand Canyon South entrance in a small town called Cayenne. And as I turned my phone on and I sent her a text, right as I picked up some signal, I noticed my phone started getting a whole swarm of text messages. And they were all from people that I work with, and they all just said, "Call me back, I got to talk to you about something," or "There's an emergency has come up." And I was like, you know what? I'm 1 mile from the finish. I'm gonna wait and deal with that when I get there. I mean, whatever it is, it can wait another 20 minutes, right? And so I kind of shut my phone down, enjoyed the last mile of the course. Came down the final, like, there's like a bike path that you come down right at the finish line, and there's a great picture that my wife took of me coming in, and I stopped to sort of pet my dog, and it was just a great moment. And then she turned the camera around and got a video clip of me running in to the finish line very slowly. And Crossed the line, was very ecstatic, was very happy with my time, and I sat down and I said, so hey, really weird, but you know, I turned my phone on back there and I was getting all these text messages from so-and-so and so-and-so at work, and as soon as I said this, she started crying, and I knew something was wrong. And I learned at that moment, just moments after crossing the finish line, that one of my grad students was killed in a car accident. So, went from pretty high to about as low as you can imagine. And you know, when you come to the finish line of a 24 hours of running, and you've been pushing your body all day and all night, I think it goes without saying that you are incredibly exhausted. So physically I was wrecked. Sleep deprivation meant that I was mentally wrecked. You know, I was very delusional and sleep deprived. And so when I heard this news, I was probably in the worst possible shape that I could be in to even try to process that news. It was so shocking that my body and my mind and my heart went into full-on rejection mode. I started puking and heaving and just weeping and crying, and it was the ugliest I've ever been at the finish line of a race. So yeah, that happened 9 days ago, and in that time we've had 2 memorial services, a celebration event. We've opened a GoFundMe to fund, help fund his family. So this student was one of my international students from Ghana, Africa, and he was married with 2 kids. So they just lost their dad. Everyone in my entire department is just shattered. No one wants to work, no one wants to do their research. Everyone is just sad. He was one of those people that is just like a shining personality and just a positive energy in any situation. It was brilliant. He brought just a fantastic wisdom to the classroom, and just such worldly experience coming from a country like Ghana. And he always brought unique perspectives to our class discussions. We would be talking about renewable energy policy, and he would say, well, you know, that's great and all, but here's how it is in developing countries in Africa. It's a lot different. So you need to start thinking about these other perspectives. And so it was so refreshing to have that voice in the classroom. And man, in all the years that I've been a working professional, sending that email on Monday morning to my students, telling them the news, was no question the hardest email I've ever sent in my life. It was just absolutely gut-wrenching. So that's where I've been. Not really in the mood to, you know, shoot silly motorcycle videos and talk about why I like the GoPro 13 or whatever. And when I say that riding on this motorcycle today is therapeutic, I mean that quite literally. I'm sitting on this bike right now and feeling the warm breeze go past me. Is first time in 10 days that I felt even a sliver of good. So there you go, a little peek into my my week. I'm not asking for sympathy, I'm not asking for anything like that. I just wanted to fill you in my long circuitous path of life. And boy, I'll tell you, my life has not been straightforward. I've definitely gone on some winding adventures to get to where I am. For the briefest of time, for 1 year of my life, I had the privilege of sharing it with this wonderful human, and who brought a lot of joy to a lot of people and a lot of just smiles. So anyway, I think maybe that's a good place to end this video. As I turn around here at Mormon Lake, boy, I have missed riding the bike. We finally had some nice weather. We had rain for an entire week, and you know, it's just nice to have kind of perfect fall weather here. So thanks for joining me today. And as weird as it sounds, it's nice to just talk to all of you. My YouTube therapy, as it were. Oh man. Anyway, thank you guys. I'm gonna shut the cameras off and enjoy the nice 20-mile ride back home, and yeah, do some thinking. So now I'm just rambling. So take care, everyone. Be safe out there. Take an extra minute to appreciate those around you. Hug your loved ones, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video.